Daily Fantasy Winners. We're on to the Florida swing as far as the 2015-16 PGA Tour season goes. It is the Honda Classic. But first, I just want to address the fact that we are moving on to the Florida swing, because Florida golf courses are a little bit different than courses we've seen, in California, Hawaii, and other PGA Tour events. And maybe you're just an average golfer and you've only been playing golf courses in your local area, and you want to understand what really are the differences, maybe in golf courses in certain part of the in Florida as opposed to other parts of the United States. So Florida courses in particular, and this is generally speaking, there's going to be some tweaks, obviously, when you look at one course versus another in Florida. But for the most part, Florida golf courses are flat, and they also involve a lot of water. This course is no exception to this. There's a lot of water, and it is really flat. You'll notice that the golf holes, maybe also the tracks are a little bit shorter than normal, but they are also will have narrower fairways, and they have a lot more penalty strokes involved with the water. They'll have a lot of sand traps as well. So again, we're going to be looking for more things in terms of the accuracy and the ball striking and proximity to the hole variety as far as what statistics we'll be looking for. But we'll get into the specifics here in just a second. So the Honda Classic. This is at PGA National in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. This is a par 70 of 7,140 yards. This golf course is located well north of Miami, but also north of Fort Lauderdale as well. There are a ton of PGA golfers that live in this area or have a condo or a second home in there where they practice here a lot or come here during the wintertime to fine-tune their games. So keep that in mind as when you're doing your research. So this is an outstanding field. A lot of the top golfers in the world are at this event, like there has been the last couple weeks. So like I said, a lot of water, narrowish fairways. This can get windy here. There has been some adverse weather here recently. There definitely was last year. We couldn't finish the golf course or the golf tournament, until Monday last year, where Padraig Harrington was victorious. I believe he won with a 6 under par when it was all said and done. Usually the winning score can be around 10 under par, but the last few years it's been a little bit under that. It's played a little bit tougher. One thing to keep in mind for this year, the course has seen a lot of rain over the last few weeks or even the last couple of months. So the greens could be a little bit softer than normal. So that would make the course a little bit easier for the players when they're hitting their iron shots and their approaches into the green, where they can just throw darts at the pins as opposed to worrying so much about how the shots are going to roll out. Let's see here. And then as far as the other thing goes, this year in particular with the weather, just looked at the weather. We're recording this on a Tuesday night, or a Tuesday early evening, I should say. As of right now, there is supposed to be 10 to 20 mile an hour winds on Thursday's round and Friday's round in the afternoon. Saturday and Sunday are supposed to be calm, but I bring that up for Thursday and Friday because while there is supposed to be wind expected on both days, this could all change in 24 hours. And I'll say this again for those of you that are just a little bit new to daily fantasy golf. You absolutely need to check the weather on Wednesday night to see if there's going to be adverse weather in particular at one point on Thursday or Friday's round, or what's expected to come. The reasoning for this is because, if you don't know this, the golfers that tee off on Thursday morning will tee off Friday afternoon, and vice versa. The golfers that tee off Thursday night will be teeing off Friday morning. So that's something to definitely keep in mind as you're doing this. Now, again, there's supposed to be 10 to 20 mile an hour winds Thursday and Friday afternoon as of right now, so I'm not taking tee times into consideration right now, but I'm definitely saying you should check in Wednesday night, and we can talk about this more on the forum on Daily Fantasy Winners. Okay, specifics of this golf course. Par 70, 7,140 yards. This is definitely one of the tougher tracks on the entire PGA Tour. I will show you the 2 par 5s on this golf course, and I'll show you the bear trap, which is kind of the famous stretch of this course from holes 15 to 17. But first, the par 5s. Hole 3, 538 yards. This is definitely reachable by all players, as you can see by the distance. You can usually get about 10 to 15 eagles on this hole, sometimes even more if it's really playing easily, which it might this year given the soft greens. But there's really no strategy here as far as you need a longer hitter as far as this hole goes. It's pretty much as straightforward as it looks. It's a very longish, narrowish green. So it is tough to eagle, no doubt about it, but it's certainly reachable by all people. And then hole 18, 556 yards is a little bit longer. The last few holes on this golf course can get particularly windy because it's not as protected. You can get a lot of gusting winds here, actually, I should say. Sunday's pin placement is always on the right-hand side of this green, or left-hand side if you're looking at this picture right now. But when you're playing the whole course, it's on the right-hand side, and it's a direct carry over the water. So this hole's a little bit tougher to eagle because of the distance and the wind, but still you can get about 5 to 10 eagles here per year. as well. But again, it's pretty much reachable by almost all players. So I wouldn't worry about the driving distance at all on a course like this. The Bear Trapper is holes 15 through 17. We'll go through this quickly. This course was designed by Jack Nicklaus, which is why it's called the Bear Trap, because Jack Nicklaus, his nickname is the Golden Bear. This is where the wind can start to pick up in particular. Here's the green right here. If you can see it by the cursor, it's a little bit tough to see, but in any case, you can see the green is very well protected by the water in front and to the right-hand side. They definitely put a lot of tough pin placements on this hole, as the par 3 is only 180 yards. 434-yard par 4. This fairway is interesting because it's narrow, it slopes left to right, and your second shot coming into this green can often be on a side slope or a down slope to a massive green, and it has to carry that bunker and obviously all the water, and it can be particularly tough when you're hitting your second shot from the sand trap as well. And then hole 17 is another par 3 where you can see 190 yards, and it's a direct carry over the water, and they definitely can put some very interesting pin placements on this green as well, as it is it's very big, and there can be a lot of different distances where they put the tee box and where they put the pin placements. Okay, so those are kind of the interesting points of PGA National. And so with that, we will move on to the statistics we're going to look at. I want to keep this in mind, though. We're still got to take each statistic only with a grain of salt. Remember, the statistics that you find online are only from October of 2015 through now. The events in October and November were at some courses that were, generally speaking, were easier, and they were easier fields. And then we've had the 2 tournaments in Hawaii, and we just got off the California swing. So we haven't even necessarily gone into the Florida statistics that might accumulate over here over the next few weeks. And we just don't have that many tournaments of data really to go off of a big sample size yet. And some players just haven't played that many PGA events. Remember, a lot of European and international players have been playing on the European Tour. And so their statistics are going to be extremely flawed when they've only actually played 1 or 2 PGA Tour events still to this point. So keep that in mind. The statistics will mean a lot more as we get closer to the Masters and, maybe the Players' Championship when we're back here in Florida, actually, in a couple of months. So keep that in mind. But anyways, with that, some of the statistics we are going to look for, and the more matches, the better. Strokes gained tee to green, driving accuracy, proximity to the hole, scrambling. Those are the main 4. And then, of course, we want guys that are playing well as of late, and you want some players that have obviously, in particular, I would look for guys that not only have good course history here, but have good Florida golf history here as well. Again, like I said, this is a course that you get a lot of players shaking their heads when the wind's up, and it can really do some interesting things and play mind tricks, because remember, one of the best things professionals are good at in comparison to the average golfers is avoiding penalty strokes, and there are a lot of penalty strokes on this golf course. So golfers that have good experience here in particular, and then as well as good Florida history as well, I think will have certainly an advantage versus maybe some of the younger long ball hitters that are playing here for just their first or second time. Okay, so on to the picks. So what I'm going to start doing now for these videos is I'm going to give you my A-list, basically my top picks from top to bottom, is from most expensive to the cheapest. I'm also going to give you a list of B players, but that's going to be on DailyFantasyWinners.com in the forum. In the PGA forum, is very easily findable. And so in any case, without further ado, we will take a look. So Ricky Fowler, that's the first guy I've got at 11,700. He's played here 6 times, each of the last 6 years. He's got pretty good course history here, but he's also a really good Florida player, and he's been here in Florida the last few weeks. He pretty much came right after the Waste Management Phoenix Open when he had that heartbreaking playoff loss. He's gotten a lot of extra rep as far as playing here at PGA National and some of the Florida courses leading up to it. And he also lives very close to here. He lives in Jupiter, Florida, so that's obviously a huge advantage as well. And he's second in strokes gained total. He has great consistent ball striking, and he's 23rd in scrambling. So Fowler's my favorite, most expensive guy. Next on the list is actually Patrick Reed. He's appeared here the last 3 years and consistently gotten better. 58th, 24th, and now 7th last year. So we like the improvement of Patrick Reed's obviously become a much better player over the last couple of years, and the results here at this tournament in particular have shown he is a good he's a good player on the Florida courses. He has very good odds per dollar. Strokes gained tee to green. He is 20th right now on tour. And he's just been hitting the ball very well this year, and he's actually second in scrambling as well. So Patrick Reed is another good one. Moving on down the list, Kevin Kisner in 9,900. He only has one appearance here. That's kind of the one downfall, but nevertheless, Kisner, he's from the South Carolina area. He has a ton of experience on golf courses like this, and he plays extremely well on the courses that promote more driving accuracy and proximity to the hole, as opposed to a lot of the longer courses that are more out in the open, like Linksys style golf. So that's not really his brand. So this is a course that really fits Kisner. He's 6th in strokes gained total, 3rd in driving accuracy, great ball striking, 31st in proximity to the hole, and he's a pretty good scrambler as well. On to the $8,000 level golfers. Zach Johnson, 8,800. Really good odds per dollar. Again, another player that's better on these types of golf courses. Luke Donald at 8,600. He has 8 appearances here. He's made the cut all 8 times he's been here, and he's never done worse than 46th place. And then outside of that, the other 7 of the 8 times, he's finished 30th or better, which is really good. And he's got 4 consecutive top 10s. So that's a really good thing to look at Luke Donald. And a lot of people might see, wait, Luke Donald's up to 8,600. It wasn't he just like 77,400 the last few weeks? The truth of the matter is, Donald, this course is built for him, and these are the kinds of golf courses he does particularly well at. So I would not be shy on paying the money for Luke this week. His iron play has been absolutely fantastic, and he really has had a nice little surge this year. He's playing a lot better than he was in 2015. And then we are moving on to David Lingmerth at 8,200. 3 appearances here, 8th and 25th the last 2 years. Very good driving accuracy, good ball striking. Proximity to the hole is average, but the thing is, his proximity to the hole statistics are taking a big hit from 200 yards and beyond, like the longer distance range where he's hitting utility clubs and fairway woods. So really, his iron and wedge play is absolutely fantastic in terms of proximity to the hole, which is very important. And he's got solid scrambling as well. And then the other $8,000 level golfer is Jason Duffner. He has 7 appearances here. He's made 7 appearances here. He's made the cut all 7 times. And he's got good driving accuracy, 22nd in strokes gained tee to green, good proximity to the hole, and again, outstanding iron and wedge play. I'm just going to rattle off the rest of my A-list golfers, and I'm going to have details and notes on why I like each and every one of the guys I'm about to rattle off here on the Forum PGA or on the DailyFantasyWinners.com, and then I'll have my B-list as well there. So we are going from the $7,000 level down to the $6,000 level. Charles Howell III, Siwoo Kim, William McGirt, Chris Kirk. I'm actually really surprised Chris Kirk is as cheap as he is at 6,700. Stuart Sink, again, like I said, this is a tournament where I like people with a lot of experience here that have fared well on Florida-type golf courses. Ben Martin, and then Mark Hubbard as well. He's made 10 of 11 cuts and is 6,200. I think that's worth a stab in some lineups if you really want to go with a high-low strategy. So, again, like I said, all these information will be available on DailyFantasyWinners.com. You can check it out in the PGA Forum. If you've got questions, you can shoot them to me there. You can follow me at Nick Juskewycz. You can follow Daily Fantasy Winners at DFantasyWinners and ask any of your questions, give comments, feedback. And if you like this video or any of the other videos we have done, please remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch pages. So anyways, thank you very much. Best of luck with your lineups, and we'll see you on Daily Fantasy Winners.